Well, hello! Better late than never. Arguably the best PLE in recent memory. Definitely in 2025 so far. In my opinion, Elimination Chamber 2025 was fantastic. This, of course, won't be a play-by-play, so to speak, but just more of a general rundown. Of course, in chronological order of events. Maybe this is a play-by-play then. So, let's break down my thoughts, opinions, and my overall grade for this late review of WWE's Elimination Chamber 2025. Starting off, the Toronto crowd was hot. Great audience and overall great atmosphere from them. And then, going right into the Women's Chamber, man was this good. Recency bias tells me that this is the best Women's Chamber match of all time, but honestly, it's way too early to tell. Starting off with Naomi and Liv, only for Jade to make a surprise return and whoop Naomi's backstabbing ass was awesome. The highlight, though, was Bianca's selling, her acting, and screaming in response to the aforementioned ass whooping was just on point, which in turn led into Bianca and Liv, which definitely carried the story elements of this match, with Liv getting in Bianca's face, Bianca having a full-blown panic attack in the chamber, and Bianca whipping Liv so hard with her braid that the boos of the US national anthem were drowned out. Oh yeah, that happened. And yeah, overall just great work from both of them. Everyone was great in this. Roxanne got some amazing spots, Bayley was the GOAT as usual, and Alexa Bliss was pretty great as well. I definitely felt that Liv was going to win, but surprise, surprise, I was wrong once again with Bianca coming out on top. Very interested to see Bianca versus Io versus potentially Rhea. It will have to be on the opposite night of the men's triple threat main event, but that's the great thing about having 2-night shows. You can double up on some stipulations. Quickly, the women's tag match was just fine. It was definitely the low point of the show. It was a good pop for both Trish and Tiffany, but yeah, it was exactly what it was going to be. Just a normal match with hometown hero Trish to rub off some babyface fairy dust on the newly crowned babyface of Tiffany Stratton. At least Charlotte is officially a heel. It was a bit wonky for a bit with the recent weeks, but they've fixed it quite nicely. The unsanctioned match. Damn! The one time that I don't pick Kevin Owens to win, and then he just wins. What? Of course I am happy that Kevin won, even though he is an evil son of a bitch, but great match. The intensity was awesome. The shots and moves were so brutal with the barbed wire chair and the hockey stick and the blue thunder bomb through the chairs. It was just pure insanity. Plus, I love the dimming of the lights, very cool, and of course, the return of Randall Orton. Randy Orton now looks like he ate Randy Orton from 2009. I think his build weight is 275 or even 295 sometimes, which is insane. He used to be like 235 to 255 build max. Like, eat your fish and rice, boys and girls. Fish and rice. But yeah, very excited for their potential and upcoming street fight where Randy is probably going to punt Kevin's head clean off. And I did predict a decapitation in the last video, so maybe I did speak a little too soon. And finally, the main event. Pause for dramatic effect. The men's chamber. Great match. Maybe not the best chamber, but is probably top 10 of all time, in my opinion. At least top 15. Really strong chamber. Once again, my runner-up is the winner and not my top pick. Damn it! Seth, Drew, Damian, Cena, Logan, and Punk just gave it their all. This was fast-paced, filled with story, and lots of genuine, great emotional moments. From Drew and Seth battling it out in front of Punk, to Damian taking out Drew and Drew then costing Damian to get eliminated by Logan. Amazing splash, by the way. From Logan and Punk having a hockey fight in Toronto. Man, I just love the Maple Leafs. And, most notably, the confrontations between Seth and Punk, Seth and Cena, and definitely my favorite, between CM Punk and John Cena. Just nice seeing these two duke it out for potentially their last time, and the double team on Seth to eliminate him was hilariously wonderful. The finish also was great with the trading of the GTS and the A's and finally the stomp into the STFU. Just chef's kiss. But it's what came after that was the true main event. First off, Travis Scott. I don't know who he is. I don't care who he is. The Raw theme is mid. WWE has done a horrible job explaining to the audience who this dude is, but a few things. One, he definitely doesn't need to come out with The Rock waving Sage. It 100% minimized The Rock's entrance and overall aura. Two, he definitely doesn't need to come out with a custom hardcore title knockoff of the old Universal and WWE World Heavyweight Championship. 3, he definitely doesn't need to be standing awkwardly in the corner during one of the biggest moments in pro wrestling history, I tell you. And 4, he definitely, positively does not in a million years, I cannot stress this enough, get to be physical and legitimately injure the WWE Champion. This is honestly the only bad thing on the entire show, and although it is small, it's both just a horrendous spot and also just not necessary at all to me, which is why I feel so strongly about it. Safety is number 1, and I can tell you that he doesn't know what he's doing. Someone should have clued him in, so this is not only his fault. Other people surrounding him should have told him what was going on. But when Rock is about to whip Cody, John is holding him down. Travis picks up Cody just to talk tough guy to him, only for Cena to force Cody back down. And then Travis takes a few seconds to process the fact that he's going to punch and clock Cody in the face, accidentally missing the target and actually hitting him in the ear and causing a legit injury. It's just not good stuff. Anyways, the heel turn of the century. I will also say that this was spoiled to me by my wife, who went on social media before I finished watching the show and asked, "Honey, why is John Cena hugging The Rock?" And yes, I did watch this a few hours late because it's French time. I don't feel like watching a PLE at 2 a.m. But yeah, spoiled! Shame! Anyways, it was so well hidden. In short, Cody congratulates Cena. Rock comes out with Mr. Sage. Rock asks Cody for his soul. Cody tells Rock to go himself. Then Cena is cackling like a little schoolgirl in the back, dabs up Cody, but then Hobbs makes the sliced throat gesture. Cena becomes Jacob from Fast 9, and Cody desperately wishes that he had Vin Diesel or Jason Statham as backup because John delivers the ass kicking of a lifetime. Cody gets really good color in this. John and Rock look strong, and they are now the two-man power trip of 2025. And also, a lot of people are wondering why Cena turned, how he could have done this to Cody. But honestly, guys, it's basic thugonomics. Okay, this was a phenomenal PLE. It's an A. It's a very easy A for me. And finally, here are my early Mania predictions. Night 1, Jey Uso versus Gunther for obviously the world title. Charlotte versus Tiffany for the women's WWE title. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight for the US title. Naomi versus Jade Cargill with some stipulation. Potentially, War Raiders versus American Made versus A-Town Down Under versus New Day versus LWO versus Lucha Brothers for the World Tag Team title ladder match. TLC, whatever you want to call it. Just have a multi-man like last year. It's fine. Lyra Valkyria versus Bayley for the women's IC title. And Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk in the main event. Night 2, Logan Paul versus AJ Styles. Braun Breaker versus Finn Balor versus Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser for the Intercontinental Championship. Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton in a street fight. Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky versus Bianca Belair for the women's world title. Chad Gable versus Rey Mysterio in a mask versus hair match. I think that would be very fun. Some sort of stipulation. They're building up Chad as the Lucha Libre killer, so let's do this match. DIY versus Pretty Deadly versus Street Profits versus Motor City Machine Guns versus The Bloodline, Solo and Tama Tonga versus Humberto and Angel for the WWE Tag Team titles, TLC ladder match. Do the same thing that you guys did last year. 2 ladder matches, 2 nights, just split the titles. If whatever is fine. Chelsea Green with Piper Niven versus Alexa Bliss for the Women's United States Championship. And finally, the main event, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. Some honorable mentions I have is Sami Zayn in some sort of match. Maybe he's the special guest referee enforcer between Randy and Kevin. I could definitely see that. And then obviously the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. You could have Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn, Ludwig Kaiser, Penta, Chad Gable, Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne, Braun Strowman, Karrion Kross, or any of the Wyatt Six. Please, come back soon. Bronson Reed or even Ilya Dragunov to win. My personal picks would be Jimmy Uso or Karrion Kross. But let me know what you guys thought of Elimination Chamber 2025. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments down below. And how are my early Mania predictions? Good, bad, agree, disagree, utter brilliance, utter gobshite? Let me know that too in the comments down below. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe to both my YouTube channels of Nautical Lariat and Batson Jones respectively. The handles are up on the screen. And now, also on Instagram, Nautical Lariat and my personal wrestling account. Those handles are also up on the screen right now. And I don't have a lot on there yet, but I will be adding stuff slowly but surely. And finally, don't forget to hit the bell notification. And until next time, have a great day. Savvy!
Whoa, Black Betty, bam-ba-lam. Whoa, Black Betty, bam-ba-lam. Black Betty had a child, bam-ba-lam. The damn thing gone wild, bam-ba-lam. She's had him worry my mind, bam-ba-lam. The damn thing gone blind, bam-ba-lam. Whoa.